This video is about a week late and $1 short. But I would like to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and um, Trump defiled the Kennedy Center and celebrated that with a Christmas party where no one, and I do mean absolutely no one, presented themselves to him. He plastered and actually got people to put his name on the Kennedy Center. And when he did that without an act of Congress, only Congress can allow that. Lyndon Johnson commemorated the Kennedy Center in the name of John F. Kennedy as a memorial to John F. Kennedy, one of the greatest presidents in American history. It was an act of Congress. It is not to be defiled. And Donald J. Trump not only put his name on it, but he put his name first. No one has actually done that. And then he partied. Let me show you that party where no one, absolutely no one would approach him. Check this video. Yeah, no one came to him at his Christmas party. No one would talk to him, not even Melania. How is that? His own wife wouldn't even talk to him. And then Congress is like, you are insane. And Chuck Red was like, I'm not performing. And since then, multiple performers have pulled out, they've canceled their performances. No one wants to perform at the Trump Kennedy Center. They won't perform. And Chuck Red is being sued by the board for $1 million. Why? Because he was like, this is the Kennedy Center. I'm not performing at the Trump Kennedy Center. It's in my contract. This is not the venue that I agreed to perform at. I'm not performing. And they're going to try and sue him. That's not going to hold up in court. Never going to happen. You changed the name of the venue. This is a different venue now. I have no obligation to perform. And this was an actual free performance. I have no legal obligations Two for four. And you're going to try to sue me for $1 million. Go F yourself. And now, multiple performance artists across the board are pulling out. Jazz performers, uh, artistic performers, legal performers, people that are literates are pulling out. No one wants to go to the Trump Kennedy Center. And then the Kennedys, the Kennedy family, have actually gone ballistic because the board, who are appointed by Trump, they are Trump's sycophants, said it was a unanimous vote. Hear this by Beatty. Watch this video.
I'm Congresswoman Joyce Beatty. I'm sitting here in my congressional office in Washington, D.C., just ending a call with the Kennedy Center, where I serve as an ex officio member. I am bringing this to you live today because what you may hear is that there was a unanimous vote to rename the Kennedy Center the Trump Center. Be clear, I was on that call. And as I tried to push my button to voice my concern, to ask questions, and certainly not to vote in support of this, I was muted. Each time I tried to speak, I was muted. Participants were not allowed to voice their concerns who were online. Yet it was said at the end it was a unanimous vote. Clearly, the Congress has a say in this. This center, the Kennedy Center, was created by the Congress. I think it's important for us to know that this is just another attempt to evade the law and not let the people have a say. As a strong supporter of the arts, as someone during my entire time here in Congress, I have participated in the Kennedy Center's programs, and I salute all the artists who have performed there.
Yeah, it was not a unanimous vote. When she tried to voice her opinion and say, uh, no, no, she was constantly muted, was not allowed to voice her opinion, was not an actual unanimous vote. And now the Kennedy family has voiced their opinion. The Kennedy family is furious, except for Bobby. Bobby, who is in the Trump administration. What is he going to say? What is he going to say? He's a Trump sycophant. What is he going to say? Actually, Bobby, really speak. What is he going to do? What is he going to say? Okay? The man who has glass in his throat. Okay? What is he going to do? What is he going to say? Okay? Every other Kennedy, Maria Shriver, the Schlossbergs, Joe, John F. Kennedy III, they're all voicing their opinions. So you have to deal with them. And they are enraged. And they're going to pull out. This is now a congressional issue. Watch what they have to say.
And talk a little bit about the elephant in the country, which is your grandfather was obviously the president of the United States, and your family is one of the most storied political dynasties in American history. But Trump has been seemingly obsessed with dismantling your family's legacy. He's declassified previously classified Kennedy assassination records. He's paved over the Rose Garden, which your grandmother last renovated with her friend Bunny Mellon in 1961. He recently razed the Jacqueline Kennedy Garden with the demolition of the East Wing. He sought to mogify the Kennedy Center, and he also even wants to repaint Air Force One so that it no longer has, as he's put it, a Jackie Kennedy color. What do you think Trump's trying to accomplish here, and does it make your decision to run for this seat that much more urgent?
My grandfather's legacy of service means a lot to me. He was the youngest person ever elected president. He sent a man to the moon. His White House drafted the Civil Rights Act, and I'm protective over that. And President Trump, and it's not just my family's legacy, it's generations of Americans and New Yorkers who fought and sacrificed to build this country. And he is dismantling that legacy. He's so obsessed with the Kennedys and the Kennedy name and the Kennedy brand that he caged one and put it in his cabinet, a rabid dog in his cabinet, put a collar on my cousin RFK Jr. and has him there barking, spreading lies and spreading misinformation.
You were the first member of your family to come out and criticize him publicly. What do you say to voters who now see the Kennedy name and associate it with your cousin's policies?
I don't think there's anything anyone can do to change what JFK, my grandparents, my mom, my Uncle John stood for. Nobody's that powerful. But RFK Jr. is a dangerous person who has making life and death decisions as Secretary of Health and Human Services. And you don't just have to take my word for it. Now we have an actual record to go on. He has cut a quarter of the people who work in his agency. He fired all the vaccine experts on the panel and replaced them with anti-vaxxers. He's cutting funding for life-saving research, cancer patients, giving them their last hope. And people should know, I mean, when he's not making infomercials for Steak and Shake and Coca-Cola, he's spreading misinformation and lies that are leading to deaths around the country. There's a measles outbreak in America right now, higher than it's been in 40 years as a direct result of what he has done.
There's no ability to rename the Kennedy Center. It's the same way that you could try to rename the Lincoln Memorial, right? People can say it. It doesn't mean that actually happened. The name is protected by federal law and federal statute, and that obviously hasn't changed. So he can call an apple a banana. He can say down is up, or they can say it, whatever that is. That doesn't make it the case. It's tragic that in the challenges that we're confronting, an affordability crisis where energy rates are high, groceries are high, housing is high, what apparently seems to maintain the president's attention is putting his name on a building and not advocating, protecting, and fighting the people that animate it. This is a building that is a living memorial to a fallen president, right? This is not just another building. It's not a skyscraper in New York City. It's not something whose name is up for auction. It is a living legacy to a man who gave his life for our country. And one would hope that any American, let alone a president, would understand that the fact that President Trump likes to attend the Kennedy Center and is engaged by the arts and likes to celebrate the arts, that's a good thing. There's no, every other president has attended the center and is welcome there, and as he should be. That's not the issue here. No other president has tried to put their name on it. And I wonder if the Lincoln Memorial is next.
Right. This is going to come up to constitutional issues. Watch my next video and watch what the Constitution is going to deal with this, because Trump's name is not going to be on that Kennedy Center for very long. My next video is coming out very soon, and it's going to be a motherfucker. If you like this, like, comment, share, and subscribe to SJ Laws and More. Please subscribe, share my videos, comment. I love your comments. SJ Laws and More at gmail.com. I'll talk to you soon.